If you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, Grainger understands that you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundlesssuccess to join today. Let's get you to the next level.
We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup.
This is the raw, naked truth.
Iran pushes back on U.S. demands. Trump announces Golden Dome details. Google announces AI mode for search, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei on Tuesday called U.S. demands that Tehran stop enriching uranium entirely utter nonsense and questioned whether future nuclear talks could succeed. For the Americans to say we won't allow Iran to enrich uranium is utter nonsense, he said in a post on X. We aren't waiting for anyone's permission. The Islamic Republic has certain policies and it will pursue them, he added, without expanding on what these policies are. Iran in recent years has been under international pressure to halt its nuclear program, as many fear Tehran is actually in pursuit of nuclear weapons development. The Senate on Tuesday passed a bill that would eliminate federal taxes on tips, advancing, with the help of Democrats, a top campaign promise of President Trump. Senator Jackie Rosen, a Democrat from Nevada, brought the bill to the floor with the expectation that it would be blocked, but Senator Ted Cruz, Republican from Texas, declined to. It passed via unanimous consent. I just want to say this is great news for Nevada, Rosen said after the bill was advanced, lauding the work of the millions of hospitality and service workers in her home state who she says are being squeezed by rising costs. This bill is not the be-all, end-all, but it's going to offer immediate financial relief while the Senate continues to work to lower costs and find other avenues of relief for hard-working families, she said before yielding the floor. President Trump on Tuesday announced that his ambitious multi-billion-dollar Golden Dome missile defense shield would only cost $175 billion to build and be fully operational in less than 3 years, defying earlier predictions for its price tag and timeline to field. Speaking from the Oval Office, Trump said the U.S. had officially selected the architecture for Golden Dome, an effort which will be led by Vice Chief of Space Operations Space Force General Michael Gitane. The president also declared it would cost just $175 billion, far below previous estimates to develop, build, and field the technology needed for the system. In addition, he said it would be completed before his second term ends in 2.5 to 3 years, an astounding pace. This design for the Golden Dome will integrate with our existing defense capabilities and should be fully operational before the end of my term. so we'll have it done in about 3 years, Trump said. Once fully constructed, Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they are launched from space, and we will have the best system ever built. Trump added that Canada will be included in the effort. The U.S. Supreme Court has ordered the Maine legislature to revoke its censure of GOP State Representative Laurel Libby, who was punished for a social media post identifying a transgender high school athlete who won a girls' pole vault competition. In a 7-2 decision, the court ruled Libby's right to relief was indisputably clear. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is instructing the Pentagon to launch a comprehensive review into the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan in 2021. President Joe Biden removed U.S. troops from Afghanistan in 2021, following up on existing plans from the first Trump administration in 2020 with Taliban leaders to end the war in the region. 13 U.S. service members were killed during the withdrawal process due to a suicide bombing at Abbey Gate outside the Hamid Karzai International Airport, and the Taliban quickly seized control of Kabul. The Department of Defense has an obligation both to the American people and to the warfighters who sacrificed their youth in Afghanistan to get to the facts, Hegseth said in a Tuesday memo. This remains an important step toward regaining faith and trust with the American people and all those who wear the uniform, and is prudent based on the number of casualties and equipment lost during the execution of this withdrawal operation. As a result, Hegseth is directing Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell to spearhead a special review panel to evaluate previous investigations and to analyze the decision-making that led to one of America's darkest and deadliest international moments. This team will ensure accountability to the American people and the warfighters of our great nation, Hegseth said in the memo. Google unveiled its AI mode search option. Googling your search results is about to look a little different. At its developers conference yesterday, Google said it's rolling out a feature that answers search queries in the style of an AI chatbot conversation instead of with a list of links, signaling a vast departure from how the search engine has functioned for nearly 20 years. The AI mode is still just an option within Google's regular search engine, but some observers predict it will eventually become the default method, given how much Google has invested in artificial intelligence to catch up to Microsoft and OpenAI's ChatGPT. Google CEO Sundar Pichai called AI mode a total reimagining of search with more advanced reasoning. On a sadder note, George Wendt, the actor who brought Norm Peterson to life on NBC's Cheers, died peacefully in his sleep at home Tuesday morning. He was 76. Wendt starred in all 275 episodes of the hit series, earning 6 consecutive Emmy nominations for his portrayal of the lovable Boston bar regular. A native of Chicago, Wendt got his start in improv with the Second City comedy troupe before making it big in television. He later reprised his role as Norm in Frasier and other series and fronted his own short-lived CBS sitcom. He is survived by his wife Bernadette, who voiced Norm's unseen wife on Cheers, and their 3 children. George was a doting family man, a well-loved friend, and confidant to all of those lucky enough to have known him, a representative for Wendt said in a statement. He will be missed forever. The family has requested privacy during this time. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.